What if I told you there are 12 common canned foods sitting in grocery stores right now that could literally keep you and your family fed for decades, even through the worst emergencies imaginable? In the next few minutes, you'll discover exactly which canned foods can last anywhere from 4 years to over 30 years without spoiling, how to store them properly to maximize their shelf life, and why these specific items should be the foundation of every survival pantry. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete roadmap to building an emergency food supply that could sustain you through any crisis. Welcome to Financial Area, where we help you prepare for financial uncertainty and build true security for your future. If you're ready to take control of your family's food security, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more practical survival and financial preparedness content. Let's face the reality that most people don't want to think about. In the past 5 years alone, we've witnessed supply chain breakdowns, natural disasters that left entire regions without power or access to fresh food for weeks, and economic uncertainty that sent grocery prices skyrocketing overnight. When Hurricane Katrina hit, grocery stores were emptied within hours. When the pandemic started, people fought over toilet paper and canned goods because they understood one fundamental truth. Fresh food systems are fragile, but your family's survival doesn't have to be. Here's what most people don't realize about canned foods. That expiration date stamped on the can? It's not when the food goes bad. It's the manufacturer's conservative estimate for peak quality. The science behind canning is remarkable. When food is properly canned, it's heated to temperatures that eliminate bacteria, sealed in an oxygen-free environment, and can remain nutritionally viable for years, sometimes decades beyond those printed dates. Studies by the USDA have found canned foods from the 1800s that were still safe to eat, though not necessarily appetizing. But here's the critical factor that determines whether your canned goods last 5 years or 50 years: how you store them. Temperature is everything. For every 10 degrees Fahrenheit increase in storage temperature, you cut the shelf life in half. Store your cans at 70 degrees, and that 5-year shelf life becomes 2.5 years. But store them at 50 degrees in a cool basement or pantry, and suddenly you're looking at 10 years or more. Humidity is the silent killer of canned goods. Even though the food inside is sealed, moisture attacks the can itself, causing rust that eventually compromises the seal. This is why serious preppers use Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, creating an additional barrier that can extend shelf life by decades. For dried goods like beans, this storage method can literally give you 30+ years of reliable nutrition. Now let's dive into the 12 canned foods that should form the backbone of your survival pantry, starting with the protein powerhouses that will keep your family strong during any emergency. Canned tuna is the undisputed champion of survival proteins. A single can provides about 25 grams of high-quality protein, essential omega-3 fatty acids, and costs less than $2 in most stores. When stored properly, canned tuna maintains its nutritional value for 4 to 5 years easily, and many preppers report using tuna that's been stored for over a decade with no issues. The versatility is incredible. You can eat it straight from the can, mix it with canned vegetables for a complete meal, or combine it with pasta or rice if you have those stored as well. Look for tuna packed in water rather than oil if you're concerned about calories, or choose oil-packed versions if you need the extra energy density. Canned chicken takes versatility to the next level. Unlike tuna, canned chicken works in virtually any recipe that calls for cooked chicken. The shelf life ranges from 4 to 10 years depending on the brand and storage conditions, and it's already cooked, which means you can eat it cold in an emergency or quickly heat it up. The protein content is outstanding, typically 20 to 25 grams per serving, and it provides all the essential amino acids your body needs. During taste tests, many people can't tell the difference between properly prepared canned chicken and fresh chicken in recipes like chicken salad, casseroles, or soups. Canned beef, particularly brands like Hormel or Keystone Meats, offers the rich protein and iron that your body craves, especially during stressful situations. The shelf life is impressive, often reaching 8 to 10 years when stored correctly. Canned beef works perfectly in stews, can be eaten with crackers for a quick meal, or mixed with canned vegetables for a hearty dinner. The key is choosing brands that use minimal additives and preservatives, as these tend to have better flavor and longer shelf life. But here's where things get really interesting. Dried beans are the ultimate survival food that most people overlook. When stored properly in airtight containers with oxygen absorbers, dried beans can last over 30 years. 30 years! That's longer than most mortgages. They're packed with protein, fiber, complex carbohydrates, and essential minerals like iron and folate. The variety is endless. Black beans, pinto beans, navy beans, kidney beans, chickpeas, each offering different flavors and nutritional profiles. Yes, they require water and cooking time, but the return on investment is unmatched. A single 50-pound bag of beans can provide hundreds of meals and costs less than most families spend on dinner at a restaurant. Moving into vegetables, the foundation of any balanced emergency diet starts with variety and nutrition that doesn't disappear over time. Canned mixed vegetables are your nutritional insurance policy. They typically contain carrots, green beans, corn, and peas, giving you a spectrum of vitamins A, C, and K, plus essential minerals like potassium and magnesium. The shelf life ranges from 3 to 8 years, and they retain about 80% of their nutritional value even after years of storage. You can eat them as a side dish, add them to soups, or mix them with your canned proteins for complete meals. Canned corn deserves special attention because it's not just a vegetable. It's a carbohydrate powerhouse that provides quick energy when you need it most. During emergencies, your body burns more calories due to stress and potentially increased physical activity. Corn delivers those calories efficiently while providing fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidants. The shelf life is typically 3 to 5 years, and corn works in everything from salads to soups to standalone side dishes. Green beans might seem basic, but they're nutritional gold in emergency situations. They provide vitamin K for bone health, vitamin C for immune function, and folate for cell repair, all things your body desperately needs during stressful times. Canned green beans last 3 to 6 years and can be eaten cold if necessary, though they're much more palatable when heated. They pair well with any protein and add crucial fiber to your emergency diet. Tomato products, whether whole tomatoes, tomato sauce, or tomato paste, are the versatile base ingredients that transform basic survival meals into something your family will actually want to eat. Tomatoes are rich in lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that actually becomes more bioavailable through the canning process. The shelf life is typically 3 to 5 years, and the applications are endless. Use tomato sauce as a base for pasta dishes, add whole tomatoes to stews, or use tomato paste to add rich flavor to any protein dish. Now let's talk about complete meal solutions that require zero preparation and can be eaten straight from the can when you're dealing with power outages or extreme time constraints. Campbell's Chunky Soups represent the gold standard of ready-to-eat emergency meals. Each can provide a balanced combination of protein, vegetables, and carbohydrates in a single serving. The shelf life is typically 2 to 5 years, and the variety is impressive, from chicken and dumplings to beef stew to vegetable soup. During Hurricane Sandy, families living without power for weeks survived comfortably on these soups because they could be eaten cold if necessary, though they're obviously better heated. The sodium content is higher than ideal for everyday consumption, but during emergencies, your body actually needs more sodium due to increased stress and potential dehydration. Hormel chili takes convenience to another level. Each can provide 15 to 20 grams of protein, complex carbohydrates from beans, and enough calories to serve as a complete meal. The shelf life is impressive at 4 to 6 years, and it's designed to be satisfying and filling. You can eat it straight from the can, pour it over rice or pasta if available, or use it as a base for other dishes. The fiber content helps maintain digestive health during periods when your diet might be less varied than usual. Here's something most survival guides ignore: the psychological importance of including foods that boost morale and provide comfort during difficult times. Canned fruits, particularly something like Dole pineapple chunks, serve this crucial function while delivering vitamin C that your immune system desperately needs during stressful periods. The natural sugars provide quick energy, and the familiar sweet taste can be incredibly comforting when everything else in your life feels uncertain. Canned fruits typically last 2 to 4 years and can be eaten as snacks, desserts, or mixed with other foods for variety. Freeze-dried specialty items represent the cutting edge of long-term food storage. Companies like Mountain House and Wise Food Storage have created meals that can last 25 to 30 years when stored properly. While more expensive up front, the cost per meal over decades of storage becomes incredibly reasonable. These meals are designed to be nutritionally complete, taste remarkably good, and require only hot water for preparation. They're perfect for situations where you need maximum nutrition with minimal preparation time and storage space. But having these foods is only half the battle. You need to know how to acquire them efficiently and store them properly to maximize your investment. Smart shopping for survival foods requires thinking like a business rather than a typical consumer. Warehouse stores like Costco, Sam's Club, and BJ's offer the best bulk pricing on canned goods, often 30 to 50% cheaper per unit than regular grocery stores. Watch for case lot sales at regular grocery stores, where you can buy entire cases of canned goods at significant discounts. Online retailers like Amazon offer subscribe and save programs that can deliver bulk quantities at reduced prices directly to your door. The key to maintaining a fresh stockpile without waste is implementing a first-in first-out rotation system. Label everything with purchase dates, store newer items in the back, and use older items first. This ensures you're always eating the oldest items while maintaining a fresh stockpile. Set up a simple spreadsheet or use a smartphone app to track your inventory and expiration dates. Building your stockpile doesn't require a massive upfront investment. Start with a goal of storing 1 week's worth of food, then gradually expand to 1 month, then 3 months. Add 10 to 20 cans to your regular grocery shopping each week, focusing on the items we've discussed. Within 6 months, you'll have built a substantial emergency food supply without straining your budget. When emergencies strike, knowing how to quickly prepare satisfying meals from your stockpile can make the difference between thriving and merely surviving. A simple combination of canned chicken, mixed vegetables, and tomato sauce can be heated together in a single pot for a complete meal in under 15 minutes. Canned tuna mixed with green beans and corn creates a protein-packed salad that requires no cooking. Dried beans cooked with canned tomatoes and whatever vegetables you have available creates a hearty stew that can feed a family for days. Nutrition balance becomes critical when fresh foods aren't available. Your stockpile should provide approximately 30% of calories from proteins, 40% from complex carbohydrates, and 30% from healthy fats. The canned meats and beans provide protein, the vegetables and fruits provide vitamins and minerals, and items like nuts or olive oil stored alongside your canned goods provide necessary fats. Don't forget about comfort. Familiar flavors and foods that your family enjoys will help maintain morale during difficult times. One aspect that many preppers overlook is the psychological comfort that comes from familiar, satisfying meals during crisis situations. The combination of Hormel chili with canned corn and a side of green beans creates a meal that feels like a normal dinner, not survival rations. This psychological component is crucial for maintaining family stability and reducing stress during emergencies. Beyond basic survival, a well-stocked food pantry provides genuine financial security in ways most people never consider. Food prices are subject to inflation, supply disruptions, and seasonal variations. By purchasing quality canned goods when they're on sale and storing them properly, you're essentially locking in today's prices for food you'll consume over the next several years. During periods of high inflation, your stored food becomes increasingly valuable compared to current market prices. Teaching family members about emergency food preparation creates shared knowledge and reduces panic if an emergency occurs when you're not available. Show older children and teenagers how to safely open cans, heat food properly, and combine different items for balanced meals. Create simple recipe cards using only ingredients from your stockpile, so anyone can prepare nutritious meals without needing to make complex decisions during stressful times. The size of your stockpile should reflect your family's specific needs and circumstances. A single person might be comfortable with a 3-month supply, while a family of 6 in an area prone to natural disasters might want a full year's worth of food stored. Consider special dietary needs, medical conditions that affect nutrition requirements, and the likelihood of extended emergencies in your geographic area. If this video helped you understand how to build a proper survival food stockpile, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Financial Area for more practical content about emergency preparedness, financial security, and building true independence for you and your family. What's the first canned food you're going to add to your emergency stockpile? Let me know in the comments below.